at this sunset, babe. Today in this video, guys, I want to talk to you about some tips, some Cuba tips that I've learned during the last couple months traveling right here in Cuba, and things that are going to be so valuable for you. So let me show you this before getting started and give you the first tip. It's pretty sunny, but I think it's worth it. For those who are new to the channel, in front of my place, where this is not my place actually, this is Veronica's house, but we're living here together. I wanted to renovate the house actually. Well, in front of the place, in front of the house, there is a person, an old man. There is a math teacher, or it used to be like a math teacher. Some people say that he became crazy because of the revolution or something like that. I don't really know, but it's pretty crazy, this story behind that. But yeah, this is what we're talking about, the first tip, the tip number one. And by the way, all this mess that you're watching right here is because I just moved here and I gotta be editing here, and yeah, it's a complete mess. Well, the tip number one that I want to give you guys, actually I need to check my notes because I already wrote it down. I have a terrible memory. I don't remember anything. I mean, sometimes I study something for you guys. For example, I'm gonna have a very exciting trip, and I'm studying for that trip because I need to explain you everything about the place that I'm gonna be visiting. But once I leave that place, I don't remember nothing. Like, you know. Okay, the tip number one is, guys, exchange the money with people that you trust. And I'm saying exchange the money with people that you trust because I know that you are not going to be going to the official places, even though I recommend you to do that because it's safety. I mean, it's much cheaper than going to the street, you know, going to the black market, but I cannot recommend you to do that because it's illegal. But well, if you are going to do that, what I can recommend you to do, guys, is to exchange the money with someone else that you trust or you know in advance. For example, let's say that you've traveled to Cuba before, and let's say that you know a local right here, and you want to exchange the money with that person because that person has like an extra cash that he wants to sell. That's completely fine. Now, illegal is when you go to someone else and you say, hey, I want to exchange money, and that person sells the cash to another person, blah blah blah. You know, it's kind of a business, but in this case I think it's not that complicated to do, and I think it's easy to find. If you want to stay, for example, in an Airbnb, maybe you can talk to the Airbnb person, and that person is going to be recommended to another person that probably that person is going to be selling the cash. You know what I mean? It's not that complicated. Just think about it and remember that it's going to be much better than going to the official places, even though it's not legal. So, tip number two. Guys, right in front of my house, that place they were watching this. Actually, this is the professor. I don't know if you can see well. He lives right here. That's a solar. Actually, I made a video about what a solar is in Cuba. You can go and watch it right here at the end. And what I was talking about? Oh, the tip number two. Let me check the notes. You might be thinking, Alex, you're so crazy. Why are you so crazy? Guys, I've been working so hard this week. I have so many things in my mind, so I gotta be taking notes, otherwise it's impossible for me. The tip number two is ask another person before visiting any place, or look for reviews with a recent update. For example, La Bodeguita del Medio. I did a video talking about La Bodeguita del Medio like a month ago, something like that. I don't remember very well. But the point is that I went to La Bodeguita and I saw a person selling the mojito for $10, which I think is a scam. Let me explain why. The real price of the mojito is 140 pesos. That's what they said. And the person who doesn't know this, they go to the Bodeguita. Hey, I am from blah blah blah, and I want to get a mojito. Yeah, $10. It's super expensive. Don't buy it. Now, if you don't know the place, if you want to go to that place because it's extremely famous, I'm not talking specifically in this case to La Bodeguita, but other places, you know. If you want to go to any places, whether it's famous or not, you need to ask in advance, how is that place? That's why reviews exist, guys, because if you want to go to that place, you need to know if that place is good enough, the price ranges, all this stuff. Many people come to Cuba and they're super excited about Cuba and they forgot about how crazy prices are in Cuba. Well guys, let me show you this. This is part of the local life in Cuba. Probably you don't have this in your country because it's cold, because the culture, but look at this. So actually it's a girl doing this in the middle of the street, which is incredible. And yeah, we have another person right there, right here. I got a comment from one of you guys who said that in Cuba most people are waiting and wasting time. Sometimes it's completely truth, but you know, it really depends about the person, about what you do in life, and about the goals, ambitions that you have. This street where we live is pretty loudy, so I like filming here, but at the same time this is the best place to show you how the local life is compared to my place, because I live like 4 or 5 blocks from here, but it's not that like local vibe, you know what I mean? So guys, let's talk about the tip number 3, and I think this one is going to be even better. Before giving you the tip, let me show you how a Cuban potato looks like. This might surprise you guys, but this is what we get in Cuba, and actually these are pretty clean. Sometimes you go to the market and you want to get the potatoes, you're gonna see that the potatoes are like super, and sometimes you're gonna see like the potatoes are like super extremely dirty, and I've heard that probably, I don't know, the country that you're watching this from, you get the potatoes or any other vegetables or fruits or roots, whatever, like in bags, like clean, super cool. In Cuba it's not like that. But well, actually this is the local life, and this is what most people come looking for. So there's another car. If you're planning to get a bus because you're planning to go to any other provinces in Cuba, whether it's Trinidad, maybe Viñales, whatever, try to do it in advance. And let me explain you why. You cannot come to Cuba, let me fix this. You cannot come to Cuba with nothing planned in advance. In this case, I'm talking about the buses, and I'm telling this because the place where I'm about to go, I'm not gonna tell you yet. Wait, you gotta watch that video. It's crazy. It's so far. It's like 10 hours in a bus. This is getting shiny. It's like 10 hours in a bus, and it was to get the bus because it was so complicated. Actually, I wanted to go to Trinidad the last week to show you guys, to document everything for you, and it was impossible because there's no bus. It was super complicated. I had to go to the terminal. I was looking for the prices of the colectivos. They're extremely expensive right now, at least for me. So probably in the future I'm gonna be able to show you that. So stick around, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more travel vlogs, not only in Cuba but other places. And let me talk to you guys about the tip number 4 before that car comes in and explode the video. I think here is much better, right? A little bit. It's a little bit noisy, but not like outside. So the tip number 4 is, let me write it down. If you are planning to rent a car, tip here is to do it with a local. Let me explain you why. If you're planning to visit Cuba and you want to rent a car, you get inside of a website, a famous website that everybody knows about it because they have a lot of rents, you know, cars to be rented. You know what I mean? I'm so bad today. I'm a messy guy, you know. I've been working so hard. So what I was saying? Okay. So if you want to rent a car, meeting a local in Cuba, I think is going to be the same tip to every other countries. Is so helpful because, for example, if you come to Cuba and you know a local, that person knows a person that rent a car, even a government place, it's going to be much easier than going to the place or getting to that place through the website and trying to find a car. They're gonna tell you they don't have the car, and in person you can negotiate. If they don't have the car, you can say, I know you don't have the car, but please, if you could help me to find a car, I will help you back. And the 5th tip is don't exchange all the money you bring, and the reason is because getting USD or euros back is even harder. If you're planning to come to Cuba, guys, and you know the inflation is huge, you come to Cuba for 15 days and you think that 15 days is not enough, or you want to get more money, you need more money, or sometimes you think that 15 days is more than enough, and you think that you're going to be staying in Cuba for a week and you already exchanged all the money. And this is very important. It might sound like crazy, but so many people, guys, believe it or not, travel to Cuba, and not only to Cuba, to other places. With a lot of money, they exchange all the money. They don't know how Cuba works. They think that Cuba is only old Havana, that Cuba is so beautiful, and stuff like this that we've been talking in so many videos. If you're new here to the channel, my name is Alex Rodriguez. Subscribe, hit the like button, smash it because it's one of the best ways to support the channel. Guys, if you want to support the channel, go to buymeacoffee.com/imcurrently and you can buy me a coffee, or if you think that you're gonna love more content just like this one, you can become a member, and that's another great way to support the channel. You guys are the best people in the world. If you are not there, I cannot be doing this here. Love you all. It was great having you here and see all your smiling faces. And yeah, support the channel. And if you want to check the links down below, those links are going to be helping you a lot because I have some Cuba guides. And if you love photography and you want to take some photos right here in Cuba, maybe you want to, you need a tour guide in Cuba, please contact me right here by using the links down below. Woo! Love you. Bye bye. Ciao pescado, vuelta pescadillo. See you guys in the next video. Ciao.